Hello, good evening. Welcome to Barely Competent Gaming. I'm Jim. And how is everybody doing today? Just a quick check on the camera. I noticed camera tends to move a little bit all the time. I've mentioned this other streams, but I was readjusting it yesterday slightly. But I noticed as I was getting the most recent videos from Saturday up, that there was quite a big gap above my head, which was just wasted space. I guess the problem is that I know naturally sometimes if I just play it by myself against a time really tired, I'll be lent right back, and a chair goes back too far. So I don't know if it's just later on in the evening I just sink further and further down into my chair. Anyway, whereas like at the start I'm all perked up. Anyway, good news, I have coffee again. Actually, this is the reason I was a couple of minutes late. I actually made myself, my first coffee of the day like half an hour ago. But I wanted to quickly finish that one and get another one in, ready for the start of the stream. Priorities, eh? Actually, the real reason was I was trying to get... I went to bed almost straight away after the stream last night. I got the stream downloading, but I didn't edit it and stuff last night like I normally do, so I did that this morning. Which meant I couldn't quite get them all up on YouTube in time. I'm actually just... The last episode from yesterday, couldn't quite get there in time. I was just kind of like holding out. Because I normally like to restart my computer and stuff, make sure there's nothing funky going on in the background and things. So but I was kind of pushing my luck a bit, getting the 5th episode up, which should have gone up like, half an hour ago. But then the other ones go up like within half an hour of this stream ending, I guess. Sorry, I'm still looking at the camera. Do I like it there? Oh, it's weird. Of course, I've got a reverse, haven't I, down here? I have it... I have the camera kind of based on the idea that I'm... so I can at least look towards it. It almost looks like on the screen I'm looking towards the game. And I noticed it works particularly well. And it's actually... It's silly, right? But I was making me think, there's no room on Warhammer to get the camera down. And unless I got a green screen, I can get rid of all the background. It just covers up too much. But because my eyes generally look up because the screen's above the camera, it's... I hadn't realised, but it really does look like my eyes are scanning the same part as if you're... I don't know, as if I'm... Yeah, I don't know, it's a weird perspective thing, but it amuses me. It amused me when I was having a quick look at the video on YouTube. Right, let's get that screen out of the way. Let's get the game loaded up. The only reason I didn't get it loaded up, actually, I could have done a few minutes ago, is just because I like having the music in the background, and otherwise if I play around too much, you still hear all those sound effects as well. And do let me know if the sound balance is alright. The music might be a bit loud in relation to my voice. As well as oh god, I can't remember if I was imagining this or not. Let me turn it down a touch. I did turn it up a bit earlier actually. Like when I was just playing the music with the starting screen, I thought, oh, let's turn the music up a touch. Because it's cool music. Okay, let's have a quick... Oh, I clicked on the screen. Let's have a look at the galaxy. The barely competent empire as it stands, and our symbols getting bigger. I still love the fact that I've got my own symbol in there. Never done the mod before, and it's simple, basic, nothing to brag about, but I just like seeing our logo in there. Oh, of course, if I go off screen. Now, one of the big things that's happened actually since the last stream, because I'm using I've opted into the beta patch, the 2.0.2, and that's just had another update. I was hoping, I had a quick look through it, and there was a couple of bits in particular I wanted to point out that affected us and our game particularly. I was going to actually go through it again and actually copy and paste certain bits just because I didn't miss them. One of the big ones actually Ring worlds are now unlocked by the Galactic Wonders Ascension perk, and the Circle of Life perk has been removed. Which, we've got a couple of Ascension perks waiting. We couldn't do the Ring world one before. We hadn't got there yet, luckily. We were actually saving our things there. So we're just really going for the Galactic Wonders in general now. Which is... well, we're still going to want going for the Massive Builders one first anyway. But it's great because it means we can... well, we've got our 2 Ascension perks. We'll save these for these. But any other Ascension perks, we've now got more room to play about. Before we were kind of... because we already had to get the Voidborn one. So to get the Mega Structures now only requires 3 Ascension, but to get all of them and all the bonus type things, you only need 3 Ascension perks instead of 4, which is kind of massive for seeing as that's our thing. It means you can play around with the other one. There was something else as well about another Ascension perk. I kind of saw this briefly. I don't know if we would go with this, but it's what's... I might know if I see it. They said they added one. In fact, I realised this Grasp the Void, which gives you more star bases. I only realised that was actually only just added in with the beta patch. Or at least it's in the full beta. I looked over the notes, but because it's been so long since I played Stellaris anyway, and there's so many changes with Apocalypse, it's like... it's not so obvious generally what I've done, but that's actually apparently new to the beta. So if you're not playing the beta one and you're wondering where that is... there was another one. Oh, we might not actually have the requirements for it. Something to do with increases your leader's rank or potential rank. But I know we were kind of going for stuff like that, and or going for techs and things like that, increase our lifespan. We haven't got any civics and stuff to do that, but it's kind of part of our narrative that leader level cap +2 Empire leader capacity. Maybe it's that one. Yeah, transcendent learning. I mean, that's not. I don't know. I mean, we thought about potentially if we go down the genetic... well, I don't know. We can see we've got so many options now, actually. I feel like... I don't know what... I mean, like... because then we're going to have... I'm assuming we're going to get all of these eventually. There's a lot we could do. I mean... Colossus. Well... we're some ways off anyway. We're not going to worry about this yet, but there's a lot of options because it's like we are pacifist, but the pacifist version of the Colossus wraps the puts a big shield around a planet that they can't escape and just basically quarantines them, which I think is really cool. Hang on, let's. Oh, I should leave the patch notes out for a second. We'll have a look at this later, but there was the other thing was kind of along the lines of. Because we had considered, we'd done a bit of genetic engineering, and we'd increased our life, right? Hang on, how is it? Yeah, so we made ourselves enduring, which increased our lifespan, leader lifespan by 20. And we kind of almost got this thing, we've had a couple of leaders die, but a lot of our leaders haven't died. And I think we basically, between this and a tech, I think it was, it gave us an extra 10. It was like, a lot of our leaders were getting to that, it was like 120 or so was when they were getting about to the point where they got the higher risk of dying. And so it was kind of like this unofficial clock. Well, we've got 30 years to extend their life even further. I kind of like the idea that my species is kind of, I mean, it kind of goes in with the whole, they think they're better than everyone. I mean, they work with people. Perhaps it's fine to have to cooperate, but we're not going to share our planet with anyone. Our planet is clearly better. We are better, but we're happy to be friends with you, but we'll just keep you at a distance and stuff. We just know we're superior. They don't want to be xenophile or xenophobic. But the way of improving that, I guess, we've got the Venerable, which is 80 years, but that's like 4 points, plus we would need another one, so we could consider that route for the other Ascension perk. I mean, there might be other options. We won't worry about it. We're going to prioritize the ones we've got, so we can use them straight away as soon as we've got some of the techs. Oh, right, so there was another change which will make a big difference. The system cost, so 63% there increase. It used to be it doesn't count the first system, but it was 2% per system. Now it's only 1%, which, considering we're only got the one planet, that's kind of massive. So that's basically. Did they increase the base cost? I'm not sure. So that's going to have drastically reduced all our tech costs. I wish I should have had a quick look in the previous episode to see what these are, so we could kind of compare. I'm sure I must have looked at them at some point, but there was something about base cost. But I think there was something about the base cost of traditions had increased. I'm not sure what the base cost initially is. I don't know. There was something like that. Because they haven't. I don't think they've played with the percentages there. Yeah, I've got 5 traditions. That looks like it was the same, but there was something about the base cost. And I like I say, I meant to kind of highlight it a bit, but I never really had the chance. Let's have a look. What? There was something. I mean, there was other bits. The difficulty, actually, I couldn't get that mod to work. I found out that the scaling difficulty was reversed, but that's apparently be fixed now. So hopefully it's gonna. It's a sort of thing as like, well, hopefully it's gonna affect save games as well. I don't think there's any way of us really knowing, because what it was like basically you're supposed to start off on easy, and then I don't know, every 50 years it goes up, and basically the other empires get more bonuses later on. But it was reversed, so they got weaker as time went on. Now we're not actually that far into it, so I guess the thing I kind of saw, it was going to be every 50 years. So far we've been playing it. It doesn't feel like it. We haven't really had any wars, but everybody else has had an extra bonus, so it doesn't bother me that much, I guess. I don't know what how many difficulties there are. 6, I think. They've changed the names of them, so it's like not normal and stuff. They've got like Grand Admirals are highest and Ensigns are lowest, and I can't remember what the other ones in between are. But I guess we must be going into a normal sort of thing, so it'd be interesting to see how that affects things, or not. I mean, like, I don't want to play it on necessarily super hard, but I don't know. I like the idea. They also added in a black hole name for the Eye of Hawking, obviously named after Stephen Hawking, which I thought was quite nice. There's a lot of other little bits and pieces here that I might notice or not notice, like how, I mean, there's loads of stuff in there, but I thought there was something else. Those ones I particularly mentioned have. Oh, did they change habitat? Oh, this was it actually. Now, we haven't got that far. I realised. I never looked, because we could build habitats, but I kind of made the decision not to build a habitat. Because I just want to wait for the ring world, which like only the best will do for my species. But we should have looked at the cost, actually. I was thinking about this before. It's only 12 tiles, you see, whereas that's what makes me put off. Now, in the patch notes, it says habitats now cost 200 influence. I don't know what they cost before, if they cost anything. But there was something as well that. I wonder if I can find it again briefly. There was something about if for megastructures that the cost of them scaled based on the size of your empire, something like that. I guess something similar to the cost increases for the tech and the unity, but it didn't have exact numbers and stuff because we couldn't really check. There's no tooltip here, and I don't know. I mean, if we had looked in the last episode, I would have been interested, because I kind of wanted a vague idea of like, because obviously this is going to be cheaper than the ring, and I don't know, at some point we're going to need to really save up our minerals, aren't we? Let's just have a quick scan. Because all of this stuff is like, it also improves different kinds of stuff you haven't really come across, or maybe the habitats didn't cause any influence before. Increase jump drive cooldown from 120 days to 200 days. I don't know entirely what that means. That confused me because I thought the jump drive cooldown, every time you jump into a new system, it has a cooldown. 200 days seems a long time. That's like half a year before you can then move on. That doesn't seem right to me. I don't know what that... I don't know if that's for the like bigger things or something. I don't know if you need an ascension perk for a Titan actually. That might be worth checking out. So I definitely want one of those in my fleet, if not more, I guess. Improvements to AI, which might be good. Stuff to do with modern bug fixes. No, I don't know. The only bug that fix the scale difficulty bonus is being reversed. I think there's a lot in there, and they've highlighted the stuff in yellow, which I think is the new stuff they've just added. But that's cool anyway. I just really wanted to highlight the stuff that was going to affect our game particularly, and affect like some of the decisions we might make. Oh, okay. Oh, it's good having coffee again. I have to really think about that next time. It's like having no coffee yesterday. I think I did feel a lot tired. It didn't help that it was a bit of a frustrating game yesterday. It all kind of worked out in the end, but in some ways, sometimes you feel like you're consolidating a lot, but not making lots of progress. So, where were we? I think we're just generally expanding now, aren't we? We've kind of gone to the outer regions. Are we sending a science ship to here? Yes. And then we're going to decide whether we want to push out here. The thing was I didn't necessarily want that many borders with these guys. But I think we're quite friendly with these. So actually, it's a bit of extra. I kind of want to join a federation. I want to start a federation. Everybody has... I was thinking about this a lot. I think I did briefly mention it. It says negative -50 for the war philosophy. Because I'm fanatic pacifist, I can only do defensive wars. I can only fight when I get attacked. Whereas if you're just a normal pacifist, you can at least do liberation wars. And I think nobody likes the fact that I guess I must... Because I thought we kind of all vote to go to war and stuff. And I guess they don't want to get involved with me for that, because I'll hold their arms back. So with that, I mean, I don't think I'll do this straight away, but I think I kind of briefly mention this. Now we tend to be focusing more on spiritualist ethos anyway. Spiritualist seems to give you a lot more interesting stuff. Like we've got the temples, and we can make other spiritual world, Gaian worlds, holy worlds. Whereas you don't really seem to get much like that with. I think I heard like Quill when he was on his Let's Plays, where he say like spiritualist, you get these other little things. You tend to get a lot more other options, and I think embrace the policies and values of the Committee of Traditional Foundations, bringing them into our government. This will permanently change our governing ethics and displease all other factions. Yeah. Modifier added for 120 months, giving the following effects: faction happiness plus 10%. Doesn't tell you what the modifier is to the other ones. But if we do this, I mean, that costs a lot of influence actually. I don't want to do it straight away anyway. I want to kind of consolidate and stuff, but we can switch from being fanatic pacifist and spiritualist to fanatic spiritualist and pacifist, which is kind of what we were on the fence about when we first started anyway. Probably doesn't. Promote just means we get extra attraction, which we don't need. It's fine. It's like all of our populations are either spiritualist or pacifist, and it's fine. Spiritualist provides... Oh, that's interesting. 52% versus 48, so it's slightly more, but there's a lot more attraction to, I guess, the Pacifist governing ethics, rulers political faction. Oh, interesting, because our ruler is part of that faction. But I don't think that would have a massive impact. The main thing as well, mind you, is I don't care about the core sector systems. How many cores have we got? 7 at the moment. I don't think we're gonna build a couple of ring worlds, I guess. Are we gonna build 6 ring worlds? We might terraform a Gaian planet and colonize that. But I mean, I think in this playthrough, actually, as far as like how wide do we go or not to be considered, so I mean, although we've only got the 1 planet and stuff, it's like I kind of think I don't want a sector. Definitely should hard cap ourselves, put some kind of limit. So the main difference with these, I guess, if we just normal pacifists, we only get 5% bonus to resource production, and we get a bunch of other bonuses because people are happy and stuff like that. So that is pretty good because we haven't got many populations, so make the most out of them. But then I think the spirituals, I don't know what the exact numbers are. I think it might be 20% monthly unity bonus and minus 10% to edict cost, which is good as well. So it's like, yeah, I mean, we're using most of our influence at the moment to expand. We kind of looking to fill in our empire now, and maybe we'll consider pushing out a little bit here and there. But we kind of want to get star bases on our choke points. Okay, let's. I'm sure we might have had a little plan of where we were trying to expand to. Oh, did we? Oh, that was the other thing, thinking about it. So we're currently trading a bunch of minerals to the traders. Right, we've also given away a bunch of our food to other empires for trade deals, which we might stop because... So what is it? Yeah, we're giving 50 minerals away, but we get 25 energy. Energy is a real issue at the moment. But we've got the traders here. And they can... Oh, I did not mean to do that. Doesn't matter. I don't think there's any downside to do it. We can trade for food. Oh, trade for food. Oh no, let's trade for energy credits. Wow, that's a lot of food. So that's interesting. Actually, I like this because it actually gives you... I know the AI seems to be quite keen on getting food, because I guess if you get surplus food, you get bigger population growth. But this is actually like... this is a big... You can trade your food in for energy and minerals, which just changes how you think of it. Like, it's like, well, you just normally just get enough food to, and let's get more minerals and stuff. I don't know, but it might give us a reason to stockpile more food. Well, not stockpile, but you know, increase our food production. All right, let's just turn on the... So yeah, we have to sort out energy problem though, big time. And I think that's why we went and took this system, beeline for here, because there was... Oh, and I've already queued you up. Cool. Right, we are... Well, I want to get up here, basically. I think I want to go up to here. That's the extent my empire will. So we don't border these guys. It's as a fallen empire, but we'll build up a star base there as well. What's our fleet doing? I'm just trying to see if there's somewhere particularly rich in energy that we want to prioritize getting. I mean, I think we just kind of want to get all of these. Oh, we still got... Well, we got ages before. Something has changed there, because it was... I know it gets quicker all the time, but I don't remember it ever being above 105. I know it goes up. Maybe it was the. I know they said something about the base cost. I don't know if it's maybe the cost for that having 29 traditions that went causes it to go up. So I don't know. But we're going through the expansion, and we'll be getting that one next anyway. Reduces the influence cost, which will be handy. Yeah, we're trying to upgrade a lot of our star bases and stuff. That's what's causing all the money issues. We take it off. Pause now. What are you... Well, I'm sending you up there to deal with that fleet. We had trouble last time. That's near a 4k, right? And you're at 5k now. But can we reinforce you? Sure. See, to remember, we were focusing on getting our fleets up. We don't want to appear weak anyway. Although we're pacifists, we're not really going to go around. We want to make sure we can kind of turtle and defend ourselves. Right, let's increase the speed. Last for 135 years.
Construction online.
Forgot about that. What was that on? Construction online? Oh, we got the time. Where are you? Oh, up there. Oh, yeah, that might be an issue. We can't quite get to there. Oh, the Black Hole Starbase. Is that the... I don't know if we had built it yet. We were looking at there was somebody that gave us more research around a black hole, but we might not have researched it yet. Oh, well, we're researching at the moment. Right, I guess these are all upgrading, adding gun batteries and stuff. Right, we're making this one a trading hub. Ah, amazing. It doesn't seem to be a good way of seeing what's the total, how much we getting from this. In fact, let's you're here, aren't you? And where? No, you're a home one, aren't you? Okay, we do want to keep a defense one, but we are building one. Right, we're building another one in the weir system. So we're going to want to upgrade that to a star. No, we're already building out Starhold. We'll Star Fortress is the next one, and just really max this out with energy producing stuff. Energy everywhere. I think everybody's super happy, which is great. That gives it like another 20% bonus.
Construction
again, 21. Oh, that is something
online.
I did want to mention, because I say a bit of a moment for like 20 minutes, and it was really bugging me last time, where I was saving up money, 3,000 in fact, to be able to buy an art piece, art monument, and all of a sudden our money disappeared, right? And I didn't notice. It took me a little while before I noticed, and it's like, what? All of a sudden I realised I could build an art piece, and I went back and looked at the footage, and I don't know if I accidentally queued it up somewhere. I haven't gone through everything, right? But literally I was doing something completely different, and the money just goes down, drops to 3,000. We'd gone and looked at the art thing a couple of times, hovered over it, seen what the requirements were, but the money just disappeared. And I'm guessing it can only be for that, because I don't remember. I don't know if we clicked on it as a way of, I don't know if you can kind of queue up. I don't know. That's a lot of gold. Let's have a look at our edicts, actually. I mean, we've got a lot of, let's say, gold. I want to call that gold and money, energy. Let's implement an education campaign. Lasts for 13 years. It seems like a good way to spend our money. We don't need to... I don't think consumer goods is going to make much difference. We're only... really, no, it's just only costing us like 18 minerals anyway. So I don't really care about that. 15% off. I mean, for 950, we're probably better off going trading with the trade hub for minerals if you really wanted to spend that. But the education campaign, we've got longer life leaders with higher leadership caps. Yeah, it's like level 8, so it's like age 140, I think, generally speaking, is like our... Dasmog actually has longer life anyway, so it's 165 we're looking there. I just wonder, is anybody really near death or in danger? No, we're looking at... got another 25 years before we really have to worry about him. Another 30 years for a lot of these. I say worry about them. I just like the idea of like, let's keep getting techs and increasing the age. So it's like they have a life expectancy, but it just carries on going. Now how about 124? We can't really see, but I guess he doesn't have any traits for... We've got a... what's our government type? It's authority. So we basically have an election on the rule of death. And now it's kind of amusing me that... we're trying to make sure our ruler doesn't die. I don't know that I particularly care about him. He does give extra leader gain, extra food, sure. No, I mean, it's fine. It's just, what was the agenda? Okay. Extra influence. But I just like the idea that we're, effectively trying to get democracy by like, we'll have an election when our leader dies, but then we're doing everything we can to make sure our characters don't die.
Construction online.
That kind of amuses me. Right. More trade hubs. Oh, we can't afford the Star Fortress just yet, but we will. Can we... I'm just wondering if there's anything else. Hydroponics bay. Because we could put like defensive stuff here, but this isn't on our... We're going to really focus. We're going to get star bases on all of our interests into our empire. Really make them proper fortresses that people have to get through. But this one isn't on our frontier or at all, so I feel like we can get away with... Well, not bothering with... stuff like this. Listening post ain't gonna matter. Oh, Nebula Refinery. Oh, just get some minerals. Where are nebulas, right? Nebula's kind of... I mean, that's like a nebula, isn't it? It's not particularly, I had a brief look at mods that kind of improved the look of it a bit. Oh, there's one, I think it was highlighted on, that it made it, it says realistic, I don't know, it's based more on what like a NASA post, but it makes like things like the nebulas more vibrant is one of the things I particularly noticed about it. So that's something we wouldn't ever aim for, I doubt. Let's put a hydroponics bay here. Nothing like down here for... I mean, that's just said trading hubs and stuff. I mean, may as well. We can't build anything that's going to give us more money. I mean, resource silo, perhaps. I mean, we might need to save up on a lot of resources, but there's other ways that tech and stuff could do that. I mean, for when we get our ring worlds, we'll have to save up a lot. Let's, seeing as food's more valuable now, or we think it might be, we'll increase that there. We'll start building those in places. Right, you're... As a construction ship, you're staying over here, aren't you? You're going here to survey this system. It looks like that's what he's doing as well. They might beat us to it anyway. There's debris there. What are... that's a science ship, right? Oh, you are looking at the debris. Plus 12 orders. Oh, you're almost finished with the debris anyway. I probably should have prioritized the other system. Doesn't matter. It depends. I mean, at the end of the day, if they come and settle this first, just what it is, you know. Okay. Go for the energy first, I guess. Oop. Having said that, we'll do. I'm clicking on the wrong thing. Not build megastructure. Because the other benefit of filling all this in, pirates will become a non-issue, especially if you've got star bases everywhere. Because the pirates spawn in adjacent systems, and if all our entrances are covered by star bases, then we'll be fine.
System scan complete.
That's just... Nope, autocannons. Cool. We just got a few scientists out still exploring and stuff. Let's have a quick look at diplomacy. See, I think we're not friendly with these guys anymore, but we don't share a border with them either, so... Yeah, because we don't have the same... Because once we were no longer neighbouring these guys, we were no longer rivaled, and that was the only thing making them like us. And I thought we were going to be friendlier with these ones, but they just don't... Can't get over the fact that we're not a democracy. Whereas these guys kind of like us in general, and there's no point. I should really just not. Yes, let's form a defensive pact. It's because there's half. Up to a maximum of 125. Why is it only 120? I thought it was like an extra 50. Anyway, let's because we basically want to be friends with everyone. I think if we do play this long enough to get like a full victory, I'm not necessarily fussed about conquering the galaxy sort of thing, but we'll be doing the more Federation route. Thinking about it, there is it's been a while since I looked at it. There's a way of looking at victory conditions, right? All these things I really look at. Advisor? Oh, it's just an advisor voice. Oh, here it is on the situation log. There it is, hidden away behind there. Win the game by only 40% of all habitable planets. That's not going to happen. We've got 1 out of 76 planets. Conquest. Win the game by conquering or subjugating all other empires. Not going to happen. Federation victory. Win the game by having your federation own 60% of all habitable planets. Own? What does owning mean? Right, colonising them. That's kind of annoying. That is kind of annoying, actually. So I'm not going to colonise lots of planets. It's habitable. I think the problem is as well, actually. How is it defining habitable here? I guess it's like ones that aren't barren or gas giants and stuff, because there was a thing we had before, because if we look at our expansion planner, it's listing all the worlds here, because we had to pick Alpine World. Oh, I don't know. Does it list every... These are all habitable planets, even though they're at 0% for us, because of our Gaia preference. Oh, I don't know. Don't know. We'll see. So, I'm not fussed about winning. I guess we just want to kind of... I don't know. We'll carry on playing until we decided we've had enough. Maybe. Oh, did they accept? Excellent. Can we do anything else with you? So we've... oh, new contact. Human Confederacy. Ooh. Are you... Oh. Where are you? Hey, humans. Greetings from the Human Confederacy. We are a democratic nation. Egalitarian and xenophile. New friends bring one closer to divinity. Cool. Don't want migration treaties with anyone. And... yeah, you've got the war philosophy forbids wars of aggression. You're spiritualist as well, aren't you? But you're also militarist.
New technology discovered.
It seems like... because it seems like everybody has that -50 modifier, whether they're militarist or not. Because what were these, actually? These, oh, you are militarist. Everybody seems to be a militarist, doesn't it? Don't they? Oh, it'd be nice if it was summarised here nice and easily. Right, militarist. Militarist. You're not, but you are really weak. I guess you've just... sold free? Oif. Where are you? You're all the way on the other side of the galaxy. They like us just for xenophilia. Okay, they don't have it, so maybe it is something to do with being militarist. I think I've did come across kind of militarist. They're non-militarist, but they're something else. Militarist. And military. Is there literally one civilization that doesn't have the militarist civic? I think I did kind of vaguely come across a mod that shakes this up a bit, so you're not constantly coming into the same types of things, which we will 100%. I'll have a look into that for next playthrough. It's just because I haven't played this in ages, and I only really had one proper playthrough, I guess, before. It's like I'd rather play it first, see what issues there are, then put in for more mods to kind of solve problems. Okay. Right, we are... that's not all that bad anymore. Yeah, because we've got a couple of the techs. It's not techs, it's like an event where we've got the bonuses to that. So we'll keep that going. I guess when we actually get into a position where we can build a ring and stuff, then maybe we'll think about beelining it. What was that? Oh, it says 29 months, but I guess that doesn't factor in... that's less than a month, isn't it? Let's... oh no, I'm not going to bother actually, because I think if we research some stuff up here, once we've taken them out, we'll get that anyway. We should really do the autocannons, because then we can get the thing later. But I do like strikecraft. More minerals. Minerals are doing good at the moment. We obviously... I'm going to go with the strikecraft. This... because they're cool. It's a one thing, but it's also relatively cheap. We haven't... we've got those alien things. I can't even remember what they're called, like the flagellan ships, which are a bit weird. So they're better than the basic tech ones we've got. Right, they should really dismiss that once you've looked at it, I guess, automatically. Why are you not... oh, I think I forgot to press shift when I was there. Right, that science ship's going up there. I'm going to move my construction ship in there. we may not even bother taking that. I mean, it'd be nice to get more resources. In fact, this they would be happier if we had control of 5 resources. We're importing one of those. I'm still not entirely sure if it's 5 different ones or and if traded away ones count or whatever, but it'd be nice to get that anyway. Oh, how's our fleet coming on?
System surveyed.
Oh, edict expired. Oh, master's teachings. That didn't last that long, did it? Or maybe just the time's going. 13 years. Wow. It's funny how like the first 10 years when you play this game, it just feels like it goes on for ages, and then you do these things like, oh god, is that thing over already? I mean, a lot of these are good, but yeah, we just wanted to focus in on expanding, aren't we, really? I do feel like, yeah, that's got relatively significantly more expensive, but what are you doing? Oh, construction ship, that's fine, that's fine. Already looks like a good system, you know, just with the 8 energy credits. That's probably going to be reason enough
Construction
to take it,
online.
So we'll make sure we've got enough resources to take it. Oh, I don't think we've got anywhere else to build mines internally. We're just expanding, aren't we? And
construction online.
Taking them as we go. Okay, and then you've done there. Got some good resources now. We're just waiting on our influence, aren't we? It'd be nice to get that influence reduction. Oh, got a good amount of minerals as well. At the moment, we can see about... oh my god, yes, 100% we're taking the system. Already, I'm kind of thinking... we take this. Got to fully survey it, but... my finger ready. Oh, we still need one more tick of influence, isn't it? 75. 12 energy. Plus a science store stuff. The next question then, of course, is do we go for that one? Yeah, we probably will. Yeah, sod it. Because we're going to have one connection here anyway. Eventually, should we say. It just, we didn't want that much border friction, you know. We haven't built a... Well, the other thing, of course, is it means we ideally want to build another starbase here. But then, if we build a starbase here, then it'd be kind of like, well, I mean, we're friendly with these guys, but yeah, I think we can avoid building a starbase there unless we become really rich and stuff. Have we still not? You're still not done.
System charted.
Oh, there we go. Incoming trans. Now they offer tributes 1,500. I guess we're going to do that. Is this just a random thing, or you could do it with food as well, actually? So that's possibly a reason, another reason to increase our food. We can because there's another higher setting, we could stockpile more. Now's a good time to stockpile more, actually, because we don't care about the bonuses to growth, because we haven't not grown anywhere. So I'm going to pay you off. But it doesn't say you've... It doesn't say you've been paid by somebody, so maybe this is just a random event. Let's pay you some monies. You smart. I mean, last time they came in to destroy my station on my home. And it's like, it's a lot better than it was. I mean, their fleet last time was around 10,000. So maybe we could fight them off, but it's like, I don't know, I'm guessing they might scale. And the energy's fine. Okay, we've surveyed the system here. Let's take it. And we'll see about taking that one. I'm going to change my food stockpiling then, actually. Because if we get 5,000 food, it gives us a lot more freedom. And what's the benefits we get? At the moment, we're not getting much benefits. We have no planets that require food to grow. Okay, I think that's why it's not telling us what kind of a percentage. So that's fine. Until we get a ring, we're not going to be needing the bonus. So let's, we may as well. In fact, because that extra food's just going to waste at the moment. And our real amount is more than that. We've been trading it with the other empires. But I feel like that's a good reason. Because then losing 1,000 food, 1,500 food if you've got a stockpile of 5,000 might be alright, but then the necessary amount for tribute might change. Right, we're station. Let's get you upgraded to a Star Fortress. Oh, you're still upgrading to a Star Fortress. I guess nearly is everywhere a Star Fortress. Well, I guess, yeah, okay. We'll do another go through these and get our because the other Ascension perk actually
New technology discovered. Construction
I don't know, the
online.
one that gives us an extra 5 stations might be alright. So we did get a tech that gave us an extra 2. Oh, Black Hole Observatory. Ooh, a resource. Oh, that was everything I saw in the patch notes. I don't know if it was part of this patch anyway, but if somebody else discovers this technology, it becomes available to you. So this is why it keeps appearing every single time. And I'm not fussed to go. Although this does remind me, we need to build star bases on the wormhole. We've got 2 wormholes in our territory. We mustn't forget that that's a way somebody could come through. Don't care about the mining drone laser, I don't think. Advanced combat rules. What makes feels like, because I got one of these before, I just thinking it might lead to other ones, but let's reveal the resource. It's cheap and extra resources is good. We might end up having a few of them in our territory, you can trade them away and stuff. And yeah, cheap. God, and during all that spiel, I 100% thought of something I should do. Oh, just put in a starbase, wasn't it? So we get an extra starbase for every 20 systems, I think. Yeah, so we got an extra 2 from owned systems. Oh, because we get a base of 3. But we only own. Oh, Stellar Expansion is the tech, sorry. So for our own systems, because we have over 60, it's, yeah, I'm sure it's for every 20, so we should be able to build another one anyway. Because I think we kind of did a rough count, so I think it's like 6 or 7 we need to just to block off our empire. 1, let's just think about this, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, we've already got 1 here, 6, and then 7 and 8 for the wormholes. I don't think it was 6, but we weren't counting the wormholes. I think there's 1 over here and 1 there. So we don't have a huge fleet cap, so that's one of the things I'm thinking about focusing on the stations as well from a defense point of view. Oh, I don't know how. I like the idea anyway. Having a cool. It comes from watching Deep Space Nine and the huge battles. I like the idea of starships and like a big fortress space station. Right, you're not doing anything. You've got to your target. Go and
Construction online.
We'll Oh, yes, we've got this now. So what's our border friction like now? That gave us a -10. I still don't know exactly how this works, right? So we've got 1, 2, 3. Because these, I think it might be something to do with the fact, but I'm sure down here it didn't quite add up. 1, 2, 3 systems. I must think that was 10 each, but then they have 2 entrances here, which gave us an extra 5. It's fine. They love us. I just, if we go here, is that going to add an extra 10? Possibly an extra 15? No, it'd be an extra. It was only going to be an extra 10 because I'm assuming if we don't take this, they will take it. Which is going to already add an extra 5 at least anyway. I think. I don't know exactly how it works. I seem to remember the maps over here didn't work out the same, but our border friction 42. Must be something else that causes less border friction. Because we've got 1, 2, 3 borders here. But that one's got 2 connections. Oh, they've actually come up to here now. I don't know. I think it sounds reasonable, like 10 for being bordered and then for each system bordering. But then an extra 5 for the extra route, sort of thing. But we will take that one, I think. The extra resource would be nice. Because we've only got 1 resource so far, I think, within our borders. The uranitic crystal. What does this one do as well? Shield hit points.
System scan complete.
That's pretty nice. Everybody, those guys are still just waiting for our influence to go up. We should, let's go and watch this. Right, 2.4. Oh, okay. I think we got, it was a lot more than we thought, but I think we destroyed plenty of them last time. We did upgrade our ships and stuff. I think we were slightly below, we might be slightly below shown, but we're definitely weaker than this. Last time. I don't think we had the cruisers. Oh, we got a couple of cruisers. I'm a Grimbeard class cruiser. So we're, just in case you weren't aware, we're naming...
Engaging hostile fleets.
We were naming leaders after our followers, but then, especially because our leaders aren't dying, we started naming our ship models after them as well. And then I guess donators, we can name stations and planets, I guess. If we get any, but we'll planet, well, we've only got 1 planet. But then the ring world and stuff, I guess you get to name that, or the star systems even. I just realised actually, because I wasn't entirely happy with our name, because I decided to call the system Barely and the planet Competent, but I realised because you got the planet first, it's like Competent, Barely. Stuff is being destroyed. Destroyers are being destroyed. How did we do? We lost a destroyer. And a lot of damage stuff. Okay, that's not the end of the world. I go and repair and replenish. Where's my scientist? You're miles away. Oh, there's... Right, I think we must have missed our chance with the... Because we caused some debris there. Because we went in and fought, but we decided to retreat. Because it wasn't going so well. Yeah, I totally wish we had actually pushed down here. Once we kind of got this building, we'll consider, because we could always like push out a little bit in places, couldn't we? Although we've already got a starbase up there, but we haven't built one here, so it's like, well, if we pushed out there, we could just build it, put our defences forward. I don't know.
System scan complete.
Another... We'll worry about that later, let's not